If you're a classical piano teacher and you would love to implement improvisation into your teaching studio, you need to listen to this. In the next few minutes, I'm going to teach you 3 ways you can implement improvisation into your own teaching and have more fun with your students and keep them on the learning track. So my name is José. I am from Canada and I've been teaching for 30 years and improvisation for 20 years to different classical piano teachers, piano students, and classical pianists. So if you want to know more about my improvisation programs, you can book a call with the link below. Now, the first way you can implement improvisation into your own teaching studio is when you teach to beginners, small kids, maybe 5 to 7 years old. So you teach them about stories and you ask them, what animal would you like to implement into, what animal would you like to embody? So they would say, maybe I would like to be an elephant. So where is that elephant located on the piano? Do you think it's the high register, the middle register, or the low register? The low register, they would answer. And so you would teach them maybe on the white keys or the black keys if you prefer, because it's nice to start on the black keys. And then you would ask them, is your elephant walking or running? And they say, oh, he's walking, he's sad. Okay, so that's a slow tempo. And you would teach them about the arm weight, how to drop your weight into the key. And then with whom the elephant would have a conversation with. And they would say, well, maybe the bird. Where is the bird? In the high register. And you could embody and play with the bird and have a conversation with the elephant. And then the music would go along and then you'd have fun with your student. You would teach them registers, arm movement, tempo. So already a few things you could have fun with. And then if they're learning about a piece, let's say Pumpkin Boogie from Rendell and Nancy Faber, the Pumpkin Boogie goes like this. So that's a descending scale, a minor descending scale. So that's one element of the piece. And they could play with it and sing it and da-dee, da-da. And you could show them different ways they could play with. Let's say the real song goes like this. And you could teach them how they can maybe change the order of the notes or change the rhythm. Same rhythm, but order of the notes is changed. Or change the rhythm. Playing the descending scale and they have to keep up with it. And then you can swap and you can change roles, switch roles, and then you would be playing the descending scale and they would be improvising. And of course you always give them the example first. And then when you teach chord progressions, and they can locate if they have a song in C major, C, F, G, C. You can teach them about degrees and maybe to track where they are on the score. And then repeat those chords in a root position. And they can learn to play those chords in root position. And then, while they're playing it, certain melodies, you invent a few melodies on the C major pentascale, and then you swap roles and you have them improvise on the C major pentascale, and you're providing the harmony, and then they understand a little more about harmony, and they understand maybe a little more about what it is to create a melody. So these are 3 ways you can implement improvisation into your own teaching studio. Have fun with your students, and maybe have them learn for a longer time, a longer period of time, because they're really understanding how the music is constructed, and they live it from the inside, which is the important thing. And all these benefits can be applied to the classical repertoire, and they feel better the music that they're playing and understand better the composers. So if you want to learn more about my improvisation programs, just book a call with the link below, and we will be pleased to meet with you and to help you gain clarity on your next steps.